说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello, this is Chinese Pod. We're in Shanghai. We bring you lessons in spoken Mandarin. My name is Ken Carroll.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Otherwise known as Johnny now. Tell us, Johnny. We're talking about colors.
Yes.
Great.
And sizes.
And sizes. Okay, great.
It's another visually aided lesson.
Ah, yes. So there's a graphic, is a picture here.
Yes.
Right. And you'll see some colored balls on it
Yeah.
of various hue and size. And so what you have to do is
Listen to today's
Indeed.
lesson. Yes.
And then-
And try to identify the
indeed,
balls.
and just go up there and point it at your screen.
Yes.
Put your finger on it, as it were.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of, I really think that the more you can engage with material, in other words, when you
Yes.
do stuff,
Yeah.
I think it's always better. So get your greasy thumbs on your screen right now, and we'll go through it. Now, essentially what we're going to do is describe the different colored balls, and you have to choose the one that you hear in the description.
Yep.
Before we do, I think it would be a good idea to go through 4 colors.
Yes.
All right, so we're looking at 4 basic colors here. Would you like to go through them
I'd
first?
love to.
Okay.
蓝色，蓝色，蓝色，绿色，绿色，绿色，红色，红色，红色，白色，白色，白色。
Great. Now, you noticed, I hope, you may not have figured out what the various colors are. We just want you to get the sounds first and to
Yes.
think about it a little bit. Now, you'll notice that each one has the term,
色，色
and that's a 4th tone.
Correct.
And it essentially means color.
Yeah.
But because we have, rather than a monosyllabic and potentially confusing term, you add the "se" to the color. So literally translate, it's kind of like a reduplication, but
Yeah.
you need it sometimes because of the lack of syllables. But anyway, so you use the word "se" to, you add in each term a word plus "se" and it
Yes.
makes the full color. All right, now, why don't you go through the sentences, okay? And, well, actually, I didn't give the translations. Maybe we'll do that now, the translations of the 4 colors.
蓝色，
Blue,
蓝色，
blue,
绿色，
green,
绿色，
green,
红色，
red,
红色，
red,
白色，
white,
白色。
white. Okay, great. Now, so you have the 4 colors. So let's, if you want to give the instructions now.
Yes,
And if you're looking at your screen, you can point out the colors. Okay.
First time.
我要大的蓝色的，我要小的绿色的，我要小的红色的，我要大的白色的，
Second time.
我要大的蓝色的，我要小的绿色的，我要小的红色的，我要大的白色的。
Okay, so translations now.
我要大的蓝色的，
I want the big blue one.
我要大的蓝色的，
I want the big blue one.
我要大的蓝色的，我要小的绿色的，
I want the small green one.
我要小的绿色的，
I want the small green one.
我要小的绿色的，我要小的红色的，
I want the small red one.
我要小的 红色的。
I want the small red one.
我要小的红色的。我要大的白色的。
I want the big white one.
我要大的白色的。
I want the big white one.
我要大的白色的。
Good.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
Now, I think in terms of, you're looking at the screen, you're getting the colors and the sizes there, the big, the small, and so
Yes.
on. I think, again, it's in real life, it's unlikely that you'll march around anywhere like pointing out colored balls. But it does give you the colors. And you could, for example, use this language in a store. I want to buy that one, the big one, or the small one,
Yes.
or whatever. So we need to go to a little bit of detail here. So the first sentence again was,
我要大的蓝色的。
now, 我要 meaning I want.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the word for the big one,
大的大的。
dada. Now, it can mean the big one or a big one, right?
Yes.
Or a big size, okay? 我要大的 mean I want the big one. Now, and the color was,
蓝色的蓝色的。
again, now, so it's 蓝色
Yeah.
meaning blue. And the particle just indicates that it's it's part of the adjective
Yes.
adjective phrase. Fine, just go with that rather than analyzing it. So one more time, let's hear that sentence.
我要大的蓝色的。
我要大的蓝色的. Okay, so I want the big blue one. Oh, so that's the pattern here. Now let's move to the second sentence, and you'll see the pattern at work again.
我要小的绿色的。
So we have the same here, the same phrase, 我要, I want. But here it's the small one as opposed to the big one. So we
Yes.
say,
小的小的。
great, now let's compare the big one and the small one.
大的大的。小的小的。
Great. 大的,小的. Great. And the green one.
绿色的绿色的。
绿色的. Right, so there you has green and it's fourth tone. 绿色 and both fourth tone. there,
Yes.
right? Okay, now let's vary it a little bit here with the next sentence.
我要小的红色的。我要小的红色的。
Great. Now 我要小的. Again, I want the small one.
Yeah.
And the red one.
红色的。
Great. 红色 meaning red. Great. Now the last pattern goes back to the first one. So let's have a listen.
我要大的白色的。我要大的白色的。
Great. Now 我要大的. Once again, I want
I want the big one.
But the color white is
白色白色。
白色. Great. So don't forget your 色 at the end, your
Yes.
fourth tone, and you join it together with the adjective. Now, so hope that was useful. I think we could listen to it again.
First time.
我要大的蓝色的。我要小的绿色的。我要小的红色的。我要大的白色的。
Second time.
我要大的蓝色的。我要小的绿色的。我要小的红色的。我要大的白色的。
Okay. I can imagine many contexts in which you could use this kind of
Yes.
language. Shopping is the obvious one. Now, in the meantime, of course, you can go to ChinesePod.com. You
Yeah.
can explore this language in a lot more detail. There's lots of stuff you can do there in the premium features as well. I mean, they're getting better and better. Go and explore them. You can take a 7-day free trial if you like, and because I know that there's a lot of expansion on this type
Yes.
of vocabulary.
New
yeah.
games.
All
New
sorts
functions.
of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so it's time for us to go now. We'll be back again tomorrow with another lesson. But right now, Johnny, it's time for us to say
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0451.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0451 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0451.